Hi, I'm Lay with LaySeidel.com, and I'm here today to bring you a training. I'm going to talk about, what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about Facebook cover or banners on the different environments on Facebook. So you have your timeline. Your timeline, a cover or banner for your timeline should be 850 pixels by 315 pixels. And that hasn't changed for a couple of years now. In fact, maybe over 2 years now. And so the only information really about this one is that the minimum that you can have needs to be 720 pixels wide. And if you find you go to load a photo that you have and it's not large enough, one option that you have to try is in the upload, select a high resolution image. And sometimes the change in that is just enough that it will actually fill that space for you. Okay, from a timeline, another information that we have is about a page. Facebook recently, about 2 months ago, made some changes. It's not been highly publicized, but it is possible to put a video as your cover or banner on a page. That's your fan page or a business page. It can be 20 to 90 seconds long. Now, a cover page is for your page. A cover for your page in Facebook is 820 pixels by 312 pixels minimum in depth. And an ideal video would be 820 pixels by 456, which is a little larger than the space. And I haven't tried this myself, so I'm not sure if it's going to adjust the video down in size a slight amount, or if you're going to lose a slight amount of the top and bottom of that video. If you do, it will probably be pretty much centered as far as what they take off of the top and bottom to fit in that space. One of the things to know about this is that with Facebook, you have your terms that you agree to in use of Facebook. You state that you will not use any deceptive, misleading information, and you will not infringe on copyright laws. So that you won't use anybody's logo, you won't use a quote without quotes and such, because if you are reported from your page or group, let's say, and Facebook goes and looks it up and finds that that's a true statement, that there's an infringement, they can make your group or page just go away. They don't have to say anything further about it. It just disappears, poof, it's gone, and all your hard work for whatever amount of time that you've had that page or group is totally gone. I had one friend who lost a group with well over 300 members in it. We suspect somebody reported falsely against her in her group, and then that group just went away. There was no recovering it. Even pleas to Facebook over a long period of time, and other people giving testimony that the group was always run well, and it just, I don't know. It's by the Facebook gods, I guess, are how those rules go. Also to note that you can use a profile picture on your page. And if you're going to make a picture for that and you want to cut it to exact dimensions, you'll want 170 pixels by 170 pixels. And that's for a computer view. For a smartphone view, that would be 128 pixels by 128 pixels. And for features on a phone, that'll be 36 pixels by 36 pixels. Now, there's always a difference between how things look for a PC or computer to how they look on your smartphone. So one of the things that I've done is I drew up a couple of covers that are the new size dimensions that Facebook has established for groups. It is 1640 pixels by 856 pixels. Some people believe that that is the same ratio as the 16:9 dimensions of the new widescreen televisions. It's not exactly that. That is a 1.9 to 1 ratio, whereas this that's been established for group covers is actually 1.777778 when it goes out there a ways. And it's also good to note that if your image that you're using does not have text in it, the best image type that you can use in Facebook will always be a JPEG. However, if you have text in a logo that you're using or on your banner itself, PNG extensions is always the best choice for displaying that in the Facebook environment. Now, I will show you in Canva here. We have our Canva screen, and we have I'm just checking. I was thinking that I didn't have the sound turned on again. Technical issues today. So this is my setup for a 1640 by 856 for a Facebook group that I have. Now you'll notice that my left and right margins are pretty small and they work well. I'll show you that in a moment. When I tried to move this too far to the top, I ran into problems. So I needed a good 1/4 of an inch in Canva, a little more than a 1/4 of an inch in Canva for this to come up right. And in the bottom, I needed even more space that is just invisible space, if you will. Now, if you click on this image in the group, obviously the entire image shows. But I'm talking about the image that is visible to you when, say, this one is for your PC. You're just scrolling on your PC and you're seeing this group header. This is what you will see. So I'm going to take you to that group. And that is that same header. So you'll note that that big invisible space from the bottom is gone, and that smaller invisible space at the top is gone, and it's pretty well centered. Now, what I want you to understand is that when you use these measurements, we are talking personal computer. It's totally different environment, if you don't know this already, for your smartphone. So if we were to go over right now on a smartphone, and I'm going to let you see that on my screen, and I'm going to go out because I have an old version there, and I'm going to come back into that so that you can see the update. Oh, we're not seeing the update. We should be seeing with the text over the logo. There we go. Okay, so this is my image on the computer, and it looks good in the computer when you're looking at that group. But when you're looking at it from a smartphone, you'll notice that the assigned group name is right over the top of that logo sitting there. And so you can't see, and there is text on that logo, so you can't see it in this tiny version. It's been written over by what Facebook has. So I changed my cover so that it would accommodate both. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this one, and I will take you to Canva again. Now this is the original, and this is what I've done to it for a smartphone. You'll notice it just shifted up. It's about maybe another 1/3 of an inch that I shifted it up on the page. So I'll show you again. This is for the PC, and this is for the phone version. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you over to Facebook, and I'm going to update the photo here, and I'm going to use the photo that I established for the phone, which has the moved up version. And when I do that, you'll be able to see, when we go back and look at the phone, I'm going to go out again of the group, and I'll come back in, and then go back into the group here. And as I come back in, you'll see now, no, we didn't update. It should have been the better one. It wasn't. We'll try that again. Okay, little minor catch-up issue maybe? No. Well, we should see the change, but I'm not, oh, duh. If I look back over here in my Facebook group, I didn't click on the Save Changes. If you don't save changes, you aren't going to see it different in the other version. Okay, so now I will go back over to look at it from the phone view. And here we are, we're coming into the group. No, there, okay, there it is. See it, you watched it actually update there. It is a few seconds in between, I guess, Facebook actually updating the files and then out to the group and then to the different devices. But there we have it. So now we have a version of our cover page that suits our smartphone and looks much better. And you can see from the top edges all the way down and all the way across, we have good spacing, good margins, everything's centered, and we're not overlaying with the group name over our logo. And so that fixed that error, and that's as simple as it was. Now I did stay with the same canvas size. I just adjusted the information inside of the space that we had. I hope this information was valuable to you and that you get some use from it. I look forward to bringing you more trainings in the future. I appreciate your spending your time with me. I know you could be anywhere you wanted, and I appreciate your spending your time with me. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.